The famous nurse, Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp, was born in the city of Florence in Italy to British parents in 1820. So what has she to do with mathematics or science? Why is she the subject of an apple pie? And why are we filming in the Royal Victoria Park, near Southampton? Florence's family was wealthy and she and her sister were educated at home. Her favourite subject was mathematics and particularly data handling, which played an important part in her later life. Florence was religious and wanted to help others by becoming a nurse. Against her parents' wishes, she trained as a nurse. 1853 saw the start of the Crimea War, with Britain, France and Turkey at war with Russia. Newspaper reports in Britain told of terrible conditions that wounded soldiers were suffering. Florence went to Crimea to nurse, finding thousands of sick and wounded men without enough beds. The place was dirty and smelly due to blocked sewers, and rats ran around the wards spreading disease. Injured soldiers were 7 times more likely to die from disease in hospital than on the battlefield. So Florence decided to show those in authority how bad the situation was and produced mortality figures in what she called her polar area diagram. Each month was given a wedge, and the distance from the centre represented the number of deaths. The outer wedges represented the number of deaths in hospital from contagious diseases such as cholera. Compare these to the inside wedges, which represent those dying from battlefield wounds. Modern pie charts use slightly different methods. Most people start with a table. This shows the favourite colour of a class of 24 pupils. Since there are 360 degrees in a circle, this means that each pupil will need 15 degrees. Multiply through means that red needs 90 degrees, blue needs 60 degrees, and green needs 210 degrees. Now we transfer these to our pie chart. 90 degrees for red, 60 degrees for blue, and 210 degrees for green. In the Crimea, Florence ensured wounded soldiers were fed better and that the hospitals were cleaner and healthier. And by February 1855, the mortality rate had dropped from 60% to 43%. When she returned to Britain a hero, she continued to advise on the care of military wounded in hospitals, such as the one that stood in the grounds here at the Royal Victoria Park. Later, she was rewarded by Queen Victoria with the Royal Red Cross, as well as being the first woman to be given a Fellowship of the Royal Statistical Society. Florence died at the age of 90 in 1910. And with that note, back to the studio.